Well, my movie maniacs, I didn't really plan it this way, but I just realized this last bulk of reviews we've been doing have been horror comedies, and I've got one more for you today, though we're setting our Wayback Machine way back for this one, and we're looking at the cult classic Re-Animator, brought to us by director Stuart Gordon. It's basically well, at the time it was a modern retelling of the H.P. Lovecraft story of Herbert West, Re-Animator. Now, here in this more modern telling, we get a dedicated medical student, Dan Kane, who along with his girlfriend Megan get mixed up in a group of experiments with a fellow student by the name of Herbert West, who is looking at doing these experiments on reanimation of dead tissue. And we see how the events unfold on how Herbert West escalates his experiments to get more data and try to get more successful at perfecting this serum to reanimate dead tissue. And along the way, we see who gets mixed up in it, along with one of their professors, Dr. Carl Hill, played by David Gale. Wow, folks, Re-Animator, this is a must-watch for any horror film fan out there, I will say. First, we've got the performance of Jeffrey Combs as Herbert West. I always enjoy his performance in anything he does. I mean, he's got this great way of playing kind of the creepy guy, yet a little bit normal guy. He's got that great mixture in there, but that really kind of great, dark, creepy guy when he needs to be. And I just love that about him. And he really brought it to this Herbert West character. I mean, you know something is just not sinister, but just dark. Though he does seem to have really good intentions, though the methods that he goes about it are really crazy. Now, you get Bruce Abbott in here playing Dan Kane, who does really well, and the very talented Barbara Crampton, who is in here playing the girlfriend Megan, and both do fantastic in here, especially for one of the scenes Barbara has to do, which involves a severed head. Yes, it made a number of top 10 lists of weirdest sex scenes in horror films, and that involved Barbara Crampton and a severed head. That severed head was of Dr. Carl Hill, who was played by David Gale, and I loved his character. His character was great. Whether or not he was in full body or severed head, he was just fantastic as this guy who is just, he just wants to get this serum for himself, and really, even as a severed head, he actually plays a great villain in this film. Though you don't really have any really good guys in this film, maybe Megan would probably be it. Yes, you get all the elements that you look for from the 80s horror films, and in fact, this one, when it came out, I know it was a bit controversial as well for just the extreme amounts that they do go through with the gore, as well as the nudity, the sex scene in particular. So back in the day, it was rather controversial, though some may look at this film today and think it's a little bit tame. I don't think so. I think it's still got that disturbance level, even for the modern horror film fan. Folks, those of you born after 1990, if you haven't seen Re-Animator yet and you're a big horror fan, you need to put this one on your list, okay? Stuart Gordon did fantastic with this, bringing a great mixture of some comedic moments, some serious horror moments, some outrageous, gory moments, and just some off-the-wall crazy shit that has to be seen to believe. You've heard the stories of it. Quit hearing the stories of it. Go experience Re-Animator, because it is one that I think every horror fan needs to see and needs to put on their list, because it is definitely something that is just enjoyable, and part of the is the performance by Jeffrey Combs. And that'll about do it for us here at The Final Cut. Check out Re-Animator, and look for my review on my Horror Thursday soon, where I'll be reviewing the sequel to this movie called Bride of the Re-Animator. So check that out on Horror Thursdays. Leave your comments down below if you've seen Re-Animator, how you feel about it. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Please leave your feedback. Love the comments to hear back from all my subscribers out there. We are continually growing every day, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching The Final Cut, and remember, till next time, folks, keep that ticket stub.